Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing Attack on Titan. This is season 4, episode 12. And we're still in the middle of this, back and forth with a lot of the characters and what's going to happen and ulterior motives. And we didn't really get any Eren or Zeke in the previous one. Did get a lot of stuff, of course, with Gabi and Falco, who escaped and then ended up with this family and orphans, and we know some good conversations in there, and then the whole thing ending with the Mali side, them talking about what to do now and how to get Gabi and Falco back, and that they probably need to go and do that before the planned sort of like invasion that happens in about 6 months with the rest of the world attacking Pardes Island. So yeah, and it's really difficult to talk about because there's it's not black and white, even though some characters would like for it to be. And yeah, complicated stuff with what's going on right now and with past transgressions and yada yada yada. We've talked about it a lot already, so I think we should just jump into this one.
Yes.
Unless you have anything you want to say?
No.
Same deal as last time?
Same deal as last time.
Same
you might see some Prego belly, and if you are triggered by that, I will just strongly suggest that you just stop here.
Or just to say it in another way, that's just the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very hot.
But let's do it, and you can of course always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for Attack on Titan at the moment, where we are several episodes ahead compared to here on YouTube. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. Let's go.
Oh. お客さん、その子はおさわり現金なんですけど。
Oh, it's Hitch.
僕が悪かったから入場禁止だけはどうか。んなことしないっての。兄も話し相手が私だけじゃ退屈でしょ。まったくあんたは寝てるだけなのになんでモテるの。
When is Annie going to wake up? I'm so curious about that.
And what she's gonna say to all of this.
Yeah, when she learns about what's been happening.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Armin, he went straight back to like being kind of like scared and I'm so sorry, and
yeah,
please don't
it's kind
throw me out
of
here.
funny because like he's so much a fish out of water right there. You know, when you do something you have confidence in, that you get confident.
Yeah.
And then you're reminded that, oh, I don't have confidence in this because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's
I know how
the
to
old
turn.
Armin definitely that we got to see there a little bit because we've been seeing him more as a leader recently and being more composed and being like, level-headed and in a situation where he knows what to do. And here, as you said, more of a fish out of water again. And then he kind of reverts back. Guides.
I'm
not sure.
これ読んで。兵団が権力に固執するあまり、エレン映画を不当に拘束。
That's not good. Oh, that's really not good.
兵団本部全域を民衆が取り囲んでいるんだって。
おい、ヒッチ！お前も手を貸せ
！Work.
ミカサ、よかった。無事に来れたんだね。ようやくもらった時間を無駄にできない。急ごう。
Huh?
Where's she been?
And what?
それでエレン自らマーレの中枢に潜伏し、兵団を動かすように助言なさったか。
そんなことは言ってません。ただ、平成権に葉っぱをかける必要が。
Insinuated.
それだけだろ。エレンの誘導に成功し、ジークが望んだ通りの結果を得たわけじゃな。
そんなことでは意味がありません。私はただエレン・イェーガーに私を知ってほしかっただけで。
Then Zeke manipulated you into doing it.
Yeah.
彼は 我々が望んだ通りマーレに大損害を与えました。いえ、想像以上です。彼はたった一人で我々を長年苦しめて
Divine retribution.
二人の兄弟によって世界は生まれ変わります。私はそれを彼らの近くで見ていたいだけなのです。
She's so fucking devoted.
あなた方を欺いたのは事実ですが、私の行動は全てヘルディアを思ってのことです。
わしもそう信じたい。うまい嘘のつき方を知っとるか。時折事実を混ぜて喋ることじゃ。
That's exactly how you do it.
俺たちはエルディアに尽くしたのに。
すまない。10ヶ月前の鉄道開通式からこんなことになるとは。
まったくですよ。皆でエルディアの未来を誓い合ったのに。なんですか。イエレナがエレンと密会したことを認めた。本当ですか。
イエレナがそんなことするわけないとは言わないんだね。彼女ならやりかねないと思っているから。
寝食を共にした友であっても、こちらを疑ったマーレ人は全て自己死として葬った。
Wow, yeah.
彼女は兵政権に反発してまでマーレ兵の人権を譲らなかった。そこまでマーレ人に容赦のなかったイエレナがこの島では。よし、私についてきてくれ、おにゃんこぽん。
What are you thinking, Angie?
君たちとエレンを面会させることはできない。
Damn.
どうしてでしょうか。
エレンは義勇兵と密会したことをひた隠しにして今回のマーレ強襲撃に及んだ。エレンは今回の発覚を受けて以降黙秘したままだ。彼が単独で過ごしたマーレでの時間についても依然として空白のまま。
Yeah. I don't believe he's.
エレンはどうなりますか。それは。
なんでもない。置き場に困ったものを先ほどし。
What is that? New torture thing?
しかし確実にエレンから真意を聞き出せるとは申しませんが、試して損はないはずです。
事態はより慎重を期す。話は以上だ。
So much fucking secrecy. I understand the distrust as well when it comes to Eren. It's just, yeah.
待ってよ、ミカサ。
大丈夫、バレないようにできる。
今兵器違反を犯しちゃまずいよ。
何があっても私はエレンを。
What the fuck?
Ew.
Okay, there goes Zachary. What? What?
ヒッチ、何があったの。
いきなり相当の部屋が。
相当は。
Don't use Evan's words like that, please.
What's going on?
ザクレー総統の私物である特注の椅子。これに爆弾が仕掛けられていたと見ている。
Oh, that was.
あの椅子は新兵に運ばせたと総統は申しておりました。
どこの新兵だ。
調査兵団です。
調査兵団といえば、エレンの情報を外に漏らして懲罰を受けた者どもがいると聞いたが、まさか。
緊急事態です。
Yep.
Well, of course. He was always gonna be able to get out, like whenever he wanted to. But yeah, but what in the world is happening? Okay, it's Flock and the others.
ここにいる者以外にも俺たちの味方は兵団内に潜んでいる。このエルディア帝国を救えるのはお前しかいない、エレン・イェーガー。
大丈夫だよ、ミカサ。エレンなら分かってくれる。
ジークの居場所を特定する。
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh.
反兵団破壊工作組織イエーガー派と呼称しよう。そ
Jaegerists.
してイエーガー派の目的はわかるか、ハンジ。
エレンを中心とした兵団組織の変革。今回直接の引き金となったのは、兵団がエレンから始祖を移そうと画策していたからだろう。
Yeah. All that fucking scheming.
どうやって証明する？それができない以上は、お前ら調査兵団を野放しにしておくわけにはいかない。
To restrict the scouts again?
よさぬか、客人の前であるぞ。エレンがまず狙うはジークとの接触、そしてヒストリア女王。まずはこの2つの守りを万全のものとせよ。
Do we have to fear for Levi now?
これはもうわしらの負けじゃ。エレンに降参しよう。
Huh?
兵団内部に敵を抱えておいてはどうにもならぬ。仮に徹底して敵をあぶり出すにしても、
Yeah.
どれだけの血が流れることか。そんな愚行に費やす時間はどこにもな
We
い。
have to stay united.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
我々は従来通り地ならしの実験を見守り、これにエルディアの存続を委ねる。ただし我々の親玉を殺された剣をここに不問とする。これで数百数千の同志が殺し合わずに済むのなら安かろう。それでは鍵取りかかれ。
Damn, Pixies.
ミカサ様、何かありましたらすぐに私どもの船までお逃げ
Yeah,
ください。
okay.
清美様のお心遣い感謝いたします。しかしながら私はエルディア人ですので。
何をおっしゃいますか。私どもがここに来たのはあなた様のために。
地下資源がなくてもですか。
Mm.
ただミカサ様の母君が残された一族の誇りまで失ったわけではございません。この国がどうなろうとあなた様だけはお守りいたします。
実際どうなんだよミカサ。お前は。
私とアルミンはあの爆発に巻き込まれるところだったと言った。これでもわからないの。
やめるんだ。
I'm sure Eren doesn't know that Armin and Mikasa almost got caught up in it.
But at this point, does he care?
私たちはこれ以上無様に翻弄される前にジークの思惑を明らかにしよう。もちろん私の早とちりならそれでいいんだけど、彼女が守ったマーレ人捕虜の労働環境が怪しい。例えば
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
兵団のやつらそう少しいな。
Peek! Oh shit, that was fast! They got... Holy what? Okay. And now we're building towards something... Like, something's horrible is gonna happen. Again.
As someone has mentioned before, pain!
Pain. Fuck. But that was episode 12. I really sort of hate what's going on right now because there's so much distrust between everyone. And I get why. I definitely do. And I have, like, there's no solutions. There's no, like, this is the right way to get everyone aboard, and these people are doing it the right way. I just wish everyone would follow them or anything like that. Like, everyone is kind of trying to make compromises, but still also serving their own interests. And oh man, I really, even though it was a very, I'd say, like, controversial decision and could definitely backfire, but I really sort of admire Pixies and the decision he made in the end, where he's just like, no, I'm not saying we just submit to them and just legitimize what they just did, the bombing and all that, but like we need to try, like, we need to try and unite everyone here.
Yeah.
We absolutely have to do that. Like, the entire world is coming to attack them. They need to have some sort of united front, and they need to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I know that's always what we're preaching. And no, it's not as easy as just sitting down and have everyone sit down and fucking talk about it, but at least try to work towards that. And fucking stop with the secrecy already.
Yeah.
But again, I also get why, like, just telling it like it is and just laying everything on the table is gonna make people do rash things and act out, and maybe the public shouldn't know, but now, like, it seems like they are supporting, well,
What the hell?
supporting Eren and these Jaegerists, as they're calling them now, and they just and how much of this is planned beforehand, how much of it is, you know, Zeke's doing, and Yelena. They still have Yelena, right? Because like last we saw her, she was sitting and talking to pixies.
But that's what I fear, that because they asked about like where who knows about these guys' positions, and it was like, yeah, there's a few select people.
Yeah, bringing supplies back and forth, but that's
what
sort
if
of it.
the supply people know, right? So it's,
Yeah, and they've gone along with this whole thing with having these people who were like from Malians and from Mali, putting them in positions like in restaurants and all that, all around. So we don't know, and they don't know just how much they've been infiltrated, and it scares me that Yelena and the others, it seems like they are so devoted to what they're doing. They're so devoted to Zeke and Eren, and they're definitely of the mind that the end justifies the means. Like, we will do anything, we will kill anyone to achieve this goal, which is like righteous in their mind. But like, no matter, like, blind obedience to me is always like dangerous.
Yeah.
And it seems like they are just committed no matter what, because they see Eren and Zeke as gods. And it's that sort of devotion, just blind devotion, that it really scares me a lot. But I also want to hear more again from Zeke and Eren. Like, what are you planning? What is this future you've envisioned? Or what have you seen? What have you talked about that no one else knows? Because there's definitely information they have that it seems like no one else has, since they're doing things this way. And when did it really change for Eren? Like, and I know it's probably been more gradual, but there must have been a point where he really did that 180, and now it seems like he doesn't even care about like people like Armin or Mikasa.
Yeah, but I don't think there was a point. Like I should say it's a gradual thing.
It's a gradual, yeah.
And it's because it's gradual that it's so dangerous, because you're suddenly leaning more and more towards something dangerous.
Yeah, or something extreme.
Or something extreme, yeah. And you don't see the you don't see how, like, it's I'm sorry I don't have the I simply don't have the English vocabulary for it. But it's like you're just turning slowly, and at some point you just can't see your own indoctrinations. It's not what I wanted to say, but I hope you get the point what I mean.
Yeah, that you go so far down a road that you sort of get blind yourself, or you get blinded to what you're doing along the way, perhaps. And again, it's this whole, like, the end justifies the means sort of a deal, and blind devotion, right? That you're so focused on something that you don't consider your actions all the time, or the effects of your actions.
Yeah, you don't see yourself become the villain. Like, everybody else might see you become the villain, but you don't see it yourself, because you don't realize your own, like
But that's what I think is so complicated about this story, is I wouldn't call anyone a straight up villain or a straight up hero. Like, it's so not black and white, so that I don't think those terms apply really.
But that's what makes good villains when you write them, because they are,
Sure.
as you say, they feel righteous in
Mm.
what they're doing.
And if
And-
even people watching will be like, yeah, I can get along with that.
Yeah. And as you say, of course, there's no like necessarily someone who's straight up a villain or straight up a hero.
No.
But I would say that Eren kind of feels like he's definitely on the villain path. And yeah, well, just because we like him doesn't mean that he's not a villain. And that's the whole thing. Like, people who are doing horrible stuff can still be
a hero in someone else's eyes.
and be loved by.
Yeah, because from where they're standing, he's like, it's righteous what he's doing, and the attack there, and they had it coming, because the Malians have been making their lives a living hell for so long, or at least with the Titans. And again, it's focusing very much on past transgressions, and then doing what they feel is righteous to combat that. Or yeah, it's so hard to talk about, you guys. It really is. And like, I'm sure there are a bunch of people out there and in the comments as well, like, who've chosen a side and who are like, no, I like, this person is right, everyone else is wrong. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that at all. It's just what this story is doing, and the way that it's written is done in such a way that you can constantly have those discussions about who's doing right or wrong, or who to root for, and why. And I'm sure there's going to be some heated discussions as well down in the comments. Just please guys, just keep it simple, please. It's just a story. It's just a television series, and before that just a manga. But it's a very good one, and it's very effective, and it's done in such a way, again, that it really makes us think and talk about all of this stuff, and be so conflicted about it as well. Yeah. I don't even know what else to fucking say about this one. It's some things, like, it's building, of course, towards something here. Peak is already there, which means others must be there as well. We saw Falco and Gabi together with that whole family arriving there, and I'm so afraid of what's gonna happen to those poor people, like those orphans and Sasha's family. And it's like, I really don't want anything to happen to them, because they're just pure innocence. And it's like that's probably the thing where we're the most, like, we can see it from all different angles, and we understand, why they're opposing each other. But just leave the innocent civilians out of it, man. And it's always them who pays the price. And again, like, no matter if you think Eren is right or wrong, you can't dispute that a lot of people died who maybe necessarily didn't have to fucking die at that attack back and with Mali and all that in internment zone.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And it's most likely gonna happen again now. So, fuck. Do you have anything you want to add to this one?
Well, we lost Zachary.
Yeah, sure, we lost Zachary.
That was kind of nasty. But yeah, that's he was a big player, political player. So that's creating some, not a power vacuum, but at least some sort of chaos within the ranks, at least. Because there's like, who's then in charge? But then
Pixies took over fairly quickly.
Took over. Did he?
Or people entrusted it to him.
Yeah, because he's I think he's not biased, but he's older, more experienced, and has he's very
He's very rational in his thinking a lot of
exactly,
the
yeah,
time. Yeah.
and logical, and
Mm.
he did come up with some good plans, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's just the wrong time to have all this scheming going on inside. Because even Zachary was doing scheming. Because the reason why they were holding Eren
Yeah.
was because they wanted someone to eat him.
Yeah, or take over because they don't think they can trust Eren any longer. So it's like because they had their secrets and others had their secrets and yada yada yada, and it just.
But they weren't wrong about that though, because we just saw that there is a whole group of these devotees, the Jaegerists.
Yeah.
So
will do anything.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
not. I'm not. It's just like it's. I don't. It's not that I don't understand the precaution. But I'm just like, if you constantly scheme within the factions, then it's gonna create chaos, and
a lot of mistrusts, and
and that's just gonna be the downfall for parties or the aliens, I think.
Yeah, if they don't unite.
Yeah.
So again, really admire what Pixies did there in the end, even though it must hurt and might not feel like the right decision. But it's like, right now we don't have fucking time to do this. All this infighting, we really don't have time for it.
Yes. And please don't let anything happen to Levi. Please.
Levi can take care of himself, no matter what. I'm sure.
I'm just scared. Like,
I'm not even gonna entertain the idea that something happens to him. So,
okay.
Of course, Levi is going to survive.
Well, I hope so, and I definitely think that he's capable. But if both Zeke and Eren is going there with a lot of these,
then Levi's just gonna
fanatics.
he's just gonna kill both of them. Like, that's just that. No one can take out Levi.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the only time I'm gonna be very black and white about things. It's just nope. If you go up against Levi, you die. So just don't do that. Yep. Well, that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 12. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we'll see you as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye.